All right, football fans, welcome to another edition of the Pitch Talk. And here with me are my guest, Miracle.
Yeah, thanks for having me once again.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you again, Miracle. And then, right,
Thank you so much for having me. It's wonderful having been here today.
yeah,
Thank
I'm
you so
also I'm
much.
also glad to have you and you guys to be on today's edition. It's been a long while. So, Miracle, how have you been? You've been busy chasing the bag. I've not been seeing
For
you around.
sure, for sure. I've been doing good these past few days, but the bag is something we need to chase.
Maybe you don't follow. That's good. So, right, what's good on your own end? What's good?
I've been cool. I've been about myself and my business. Just mind you giving us steady headache every weekend, headache and heartbreak.
We don't need to actually start for that because mine is always known for that. So I always advise a Man U fan just go with paracetamol. So because after the football game, you just take one and
But it's all well. It's
and
all
feel
well.
good. But it's too early to start for that, anyways. It's too early. So I think today's edition is to talk about Man U's fixture against Tottenham. Not just Man U, are playing against Tottenham, and it's a big game, and the Europa League final at that. So there's this people have been talking. Tottenham is going to leave the trophy, and when I hear from Man U fans, they'll be like, "Man is going to win the trophy," and I'll be like, "What's going on? Like, who is going to win this trophy?" That's the question. And now, my sports analysts, you are a great man. So, what do you people think about the Man's fixture against Tottenham versus Manchester United?
Um, you know, I don't want to sound very myopic. I don't want to sound very optimistic about everything. But the truth is that Tottenham have beaten Man U 3 times this season already.
Yes,
Thank God, thank God.
But coming into an European tournament, I'm going to say this: Tottenham stands no chance winning Manchester United. See, I'm not a sentimental fan. Honestly, I'm not a sentimental fan. Our last game with Chelsea,
Okay.
when I was, some people were asking me, I said, see, honestly, that game, Man U will lose that game. You know why? Man U are trying to play safe.
They were not actually trying to play safe. Please.
No, if
They,
you watch,
they were
no,
not actually
if
trying
you
to
watch
play
that
safe.
game,
I don't agree with
came
you.
yes, we
to
came,
win
no,
Manchester United. They came to win Chelsea.
No, they came to make us to beg, something like
Okay,
that.
beg for the 3 points.
Yes.
let me explain something to you. We all know how that game is. Man U Chelsea is like, it's like a classical.
Yeah, that's England classic.
So
Sure.
making that game a very easy one will be annoying to fans.
Okay.
You get, if that game had started with, let me say, first half, Chelsea is flogging Man U like 2-0, 3-0, I would have been madly annoyed. You know why? This game is a big game, and even if Chelsea needs the points more than Man U does, Baba, you have to fight like a big team.
And they scored us first.
Oh my God! If you watch that game very well, our players were trying to be safe. Trying to play safe because we have the final at hand, and that final is determining our fate next season.
Okay, that's the problem I have with some Manchester United fans because they always tend to say we are trying to play safe. And meanwhile, they started Bruno Fernandes, Mazarawi was there.
They were not. They were not playing even safe. They don't like safe there.
And Hoylund, and so their first 11.
See,
Literally,
the main
their first
players,
11
their main
started
players
that game.
play
So,
these games.
okay.
Now you get me. The likes of Maguire, Harry Maguire with his present form.
Current
Oh
form.
my God, Maguire is very good. But don't know even score. I was like, Jesus Christ, my club. Hey, my club.
Just like what I said earlier. If you come into a game like that, come with, some people were saying Amorim should start academy players, and I said no, you don't play games like that.
That would have shown.
That
shown
you guys
that
are
you guys
are
are
getting
not
set
actually
for the
interested
finals.
in
Yes.
that Chelsea game.
We're not.
Maybe all focus
You guys are
on
interested. That's the
all
you guys are
focus
interested.
on
That's-
the Europa League finals. You understand?
The truth is,
The impression they gave on that game was not.
you appear
An easy
in
one.
every game prepared, looking prepared. You appear in every game looking. It will be very funny of Man U to come into a game as tough as that. You know what it means playing Chelsea? No, see,
Our form.
see, yes,
At least we are-
not even with the form. Check all time head to head.
Yeah.
it's like it's either a draw, or Man U wins,
Yes.
or Chelsea wins. And if you check the goal margin, it's not much. So we're actually
2-1,
trying to
yeah.
play safe, but in playing safe, we still have our pride to protect. We still have our pride as a
at
big team.
At the end of the day, 3 points is 3 points.
And it's not
See,
3 points.
you know-
At the end of the day,
you know-
Cucurella.
All thanks to Cucurella
Yes,
and the
Cucurella.
cross from Rhys James. That was
Yes, yes,
actually
yes.
good. I actually wanted to commend Chelsea for that, but I just hope that my message gets to them immediately. That's a good one from Cucurella.
Okay.
Cuckoo the defender, Cuckoo the midfielder, Cuckoo the striker.
I hope he takes you
my
to the
God.
Champions
Cuckoo
League.
is
Yes,
I
yes,
just pray
yes,
he does.
yes,
Because
yes.
I really want to play Chelsea in the Champions League.
Wow.
Wow.
Don't say that.
Don't say that.
You are one of the
You can't
best teams in
can't
the
survive.
Champions League.
You can't survive.
We are rated and
My
so many things in Champions League.
It's alright, no problem, no problem. It's alright. It's alright.
It's okay. Back to it. Before Chelsea and Man U discussion banter just takes over everything. We are here to talk about the preview on Manchester United and Tottenham. So, what do you think Man U is going to put out there?
Okay.
In terms of formation, possible lineup. Are going to start the game, and what do you think? Might be a decision from Amorim.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Starting a game like that, actually, let me make this clear. Man U is the only unbeaten team in the European tournament.
A round of applause.
They have pride.
No,
When mention that they have pride.
No, put your hands together. When you
A round of
see, you
applause.
celebrate grace. And on that note, I will be very annoyed if I was going through the European page today, and I saw that the Europa trophy they want to give to Man U, who will be the winners that day,
Okay.
the silver trophy, and I was angry, for a team
Was
that
it
has
supposed to
played
be good?
unbeaten, you are supposed to spray that thing and make it good, even if it's not really good. But anyway, we still accept it. But okay, back to what you said. I see Onana starting that game actually, because now he's like
that's normal.
when you have two cripple in a team, when you have two cripple actually, you prefer the cripple that has eyes.
Instead of man that have eyes.
Yes, to the one that does not have eyes. You cannot pick.
I love the fact that you call Onana cripple.
No, Onana is a cripple.
I love that.
We
I
have
love
two
that
cripple in our
cripple.
teams currently.
Hoyland should be there.
Hoyland is the first cripple.
Because that nigga is actually
75 million.
No, actually three cripple. Hoyland, Onana, and my second keeper Ata Ward. I don't even know where they brought
No,
that.
that one should be excluded because it's not like
You don't give him
He doesn't
Baba,
games
no,
that
that's
much.
it.
Doesn't start games.
See, it's not about starting games. It's about proving yourself in games you are given opportunities to play. That's it. See, anyway, let's not talk about that because if I start talking about mine, I get angry. But I love the team. So let me go back to my preferred lineup.
Okay.
Onana starting from the back.
Okay.
3-man back of Harry Maguire standing.
Is that like 3-4-3 or
3-4-3? 3-4-3, yeah.
Okay.
3-4-3.
3-4-3.
Yes, 3-4-3. 3-4-3. Maguire standing as the standing central back.
Central back.
Then I just play Euro is fit. Euro is fit. We play Euro from the right flank, from the right place of the 3-man defense.
Okay.
And this place you play Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw?
Yes.
I'm not saying Manchester United versus Chelsea. I didn't see Luke Shaw.
The show is
Luke Shaw is fit.
He's actually-
Luke Shaw is
okay,
fit. Yes,
he's
he's
fit,
fit.
okay.
He's back from injury. So you play Luke Shaw there. Then you have Doku play from this flank.
Frank. Okay. Left hand side.
The left flank.
Okay.
Then I would prefer you start Mazarawi from this right flank. Although I know our coach might want to play Ahmad in this right flank, but I would prefer Mazarawi plays this right
Yes,
flank.
playing Ahmad from that flank. That means you guys will actually convert to a 4-man back somehow.
Yes. That's why I said you should play Mazarawi here, so Mazarawi can run and come back. So it's a 5-man back. It's a 5-man back when they're inverted.
Just like playing 5 midfielders.
Five.
Then the other player
The
from the
flanks.
left, the other player from the right will just be running the
Yes,
full
back
back.
running the full back.
Okay.
Yes, that's it. Then the midfield, I would want to see a midfield of Casemiro and Ugarte.
Casemiro and Ogate, see that combo will fall.
You know,
They'll
That
just do the dirty
combo,
work.
that
They'll just do
combo,
the dirty work.
okay, just dirty work.
no.
I know
No
true pass,
creativity.
no creativity.
Yeah.
Now,
See,
understand,
okay.
understand where I'm coming from. Understand where I'm coming from now. For the sake of
The truth is that just that officer that started, excuse me, just that officer that started saying, Casemiro trying to be creative.
No,
this time around.
not trying to be
Intense.
creative, trying
Okay.
to be start performing. Let's
Okay,
go
performing better. Okay, let me use that system. Performing better. He started scoring goals. He started, laying out assists,
Yes.
but not like Casemiro we knew when Manchester United signed him.
no, you can't talk
Because
about that.
I know Ogate as a defensive midfielder. He's just defensively
A
inclined.
destroyer.
Yeah, just defensively. And same thing with Casemiro. And sometimes I see Casemiro as a player that cannot actually withstand pressure. And
Because of his age.
Somehow,
His age.
I don't know if age is a barrier, but he cannot actually withstand pressure because if Tottenham should, cloud that game, I see Casemiro, pulling out fouls upon fouls on that game.
Okay, let me tell you why
That's
I want the midfield of Ogate and Casemiro. So many persons would prefer Kobe Mino coming into that game, pairing Kobe Mino and maybe Ogate or Casemiro in that midfield for the start of the game. But you know why I want Casemiro and Ogate starting the game? Tottenham will come all out to box that midfield. Tottenham have somewhere like Bissouma in their midfield. And for a player like Bissouma, we all know he's this very he's just like, I think he has the kind of attitude like I said, they want to boss the midfield, they want to control the midfield. So having just Casemiro and someone like Kobe Mino play that midfield, Bissouma is dull. Yes, Kobe is dull, he's slow. He's slow, he's not very fast.
Yes.
So having Casemiro is slow but can think fast. In terms of creativity, he can see a pass and give it at once. So Ugarte should be in that midfield, bossing the midfield, while Casemiro does some of the passes
and some of the dirty work.
and some of the dirty works too. Then for the that's for the midfield. Then up flank, I don't want him starting Garnacho for that game. I don't want him starting Garnacho. For that flank, I want him starting a forward of Bruno, Mason Mount, and Amad Diallo.
So who do you expect to take the striker position?
Mason Mount will take a first line position. Mason Mount and Bruno can interswitch. I don't want Hoyle starting that game.
Do you know if you're starting Bruno and Mason Mount?
Yeah.
That game, we have just one wing that is working. That's the wing of Amad Diallo.
No.
Because let's be honest, because this left wing, I mean right wing won't work very well.
No, what you say is in terms of the runs.
Yes.
In terms of runs.
You get me? I still Garnacho starting because you have coached me.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. I know Garnacho might start this game, but now what happens when you bring the whole intensity in the first half? That's one thing that kills Man U game sometimes. You watch Man U game for the first 20 minutes, you see all there's this zeal of fire, there's this zeal in every of them.
I believe you should start from the first half, not even the second half.
No,
the pressure should start from the first half.
The pressure starting from the first half.
You understand?
20 minutes.
Understand what I'm saying?
Sometimes you win games from first half.
Yes, you win games. You win games from first half.
It's just for 20 minutes. I don't.
Yes, understand what I'm saying. See,
and
you know why the intensity dies at some point is because when you're bringing in players in the second half, you bring in like the remnants from the bench.
Yes.
But if you have somebody like Garnacho coming in the second half with the fire he's coming in with, you see that wing will still be active.
Okay.
You get?
Well, I pray.
So much runs might not be happening in the first half if you start Bruno and Mason Mount, but you will see a whole lot of creativity and a whole lot of perfect conversions.
Okay. That's I actually understand what you're talking about. But so you, what do you actually think about Tottenham's lineup? I don't know.
Okay.
It's actually gonna be
I'm a London fan.
Yeah, I know you're a Chelsea fan.
And Tottenham are just like my brothers. Yes.
They are our brothers.
Yes.
So
Okay.
now.
They are our brothers. Okay. Now, let me get this straight. Tottenham, there are these teams that if they are playing empty, they will conceive, but the pressure are much. Tottenham don't defend. Put me anywhere. Tottenham don't defend.
And we all know that defensively, Manchester United is not it. Defensively,
let me get to something.
defensively.
Let me tell you something.
I know what I'm saying. Like I know what I'm saying because in terms of that, I just pray Son is active on that game because I want to judge. I want to judge Son.
So let's want to just be active. Maguire is gone.
Let me tell you the Maguire is gone. Should I tell you where I knew?
You will see the worst.
Should I tell you where I knew Man U will win this tournament? Where I knew Man U will win this tournament was when we escaped Lyon. Okay. Lyon were the only team in the whole of this Europa tournament who had
the better chance to
win Man U.
Yeah.
See, I'm being very honest. I'm being very honest about things. I don't like being very skeptical or very
Biased
or biased.
Okay.
But I'm being very sure that Man U will beat Tottenham. You know why?
Why?
Now, I'm still going to talk to you based on stats.
When I go cry, you. I know what I'm saying.
Go back to that day.
I know what I'm saying.
See, I'm being very sure. See, I Madison out of this game. Kulusevski.
What's the Kulusevski
out of this game.
How did they pronounce it?
Man U will kill Tottenham.
See, with or without.
No, I want to
now,
make this
now let me explain something. Let me explain something to you.
Tottenham had, they had this better chance to beat Manchester United.
Tottenham. Wait, in the final.
They have one match.
Are you for just writing Tottenham?
See, I'm not writing Tottenham. I'm not writing them off. But see, there's something about Oga. You get something where they call mates. See, let me tell you
This season Tottenham is on your mate.
Yes, see, in Premier League, tell me in Premier League.
Yes.
And because of injuries. Now, listen.
You know the team that suffered the most injury was Tottenham.
Okay. See, now let me tell you
Manchester
something. We had an introduction of a new manager this season, and the manager came with a different tactics. Okay? You don't expect the whole players to adapt.
Manchester United is Manchester United.
No. Nonsense. Manchester United.
Even when we changed our coach and when Tuchel came in, we won the Champions League.
Yes.
We won.
Let me tell you. You know what? You know tactics.
It's a test to follow.
Wait. See, and that's the same thing that will happen. Amorim has come to
Let me tell you.
The last time Manchester United won the Europa League, it was with a Portuguese manager, Jose Mourinho.
Okay.
And this season, I will give you 4 reasons. I'm very sure. See, football is
Records do break. I get me.
Yeah.
See, I'm still going to give you records, and I'm still going to tell you why I feel those records will stand. This record won't break. The last time Manchester United,
you are believing that this record won't break.
This record.
let me tell you something. Ahmad Diallo play has lost 2 European finals.
He will not lose this third one.
He has lost 2.
See, and he's going to start this game. Let me tell you something.
You are saying record won't break. That means Ahmad Diallo actually.
See, the last time Man City went trophyless, Man U won the Europa League.
Okay.
This season, Man City has gone trophyless.
Forget all those things.
That's very well. See,
I think when there's this guy that said something, it was like when they changed Pope, that Manchester United was privileged to win.
Yes.
That was for Arsenal. Sorry, that was for Arsenal.
See, I'm telling you, it's not just mental. But I'm telling you the truth that Manchester United, I'm not saying it will be an easy game. Tottenham will not be an easy side to beat. But the truth is that Man U will come out victorious in this game.
Let me tell you something.
Take it anywhere.
Yeah.
See, I don't believe in gambling.
Okay, let me say something. Please. Sorry to I just want to give a sensible point here. Okay. I feel Tottenham is coming with a bigger pressure against Manchester United.
Bigger pressure how?
Because I don't know of any other plan they have in mind in terms of tactics, formation, possible lineup, and
I will give you possible lineup.
Okay. Let's just leave that one aside. I'm not talking about their possible lineup, but I just feel like the motivation behind or that will be behind their game on Wednesday, which is on the
22nd.
Okay,
21st actually.
21st, okay,
Yes.
in 2 days' time, or probably 1 day plus. Because the truth is that the motivation that will bring them there, it will be way bigger for Manchester United.
You see, you know what?
I'm telling you the truth.
Wait, you know when you join group, you know when you join group together,
any European trophy before.
when you join group together, when you see two foul, they fight, you join group together, they will fight it.
Then we see.
19 happen here, they join two group together.
When Amorim came to Manchester United, I think after 2 or 3 games, right? I believe after 2 or 3 games, he said on the press conference, you won't doubt that this is Manchester United worst season.
Everybody
And
knows that.
I've taken that. I've taken that.
Season.
I will still
Where was Manchester?
wait. No, forget that. I will still remind Manchester United because they are performing terrible. They are performing terrible.
No, we know this is like
They
our
are
worst.
performing
You know why?
terrible in the Premier League. Forget this European competition.
European what?
Now we are going to win the trophy. I'm going to still prove to every Man U fan that day that Tottenham will stay through and become the winner.
Let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you the truth.
Although the two things
Let me
are
tell you
not
the
my
truth.
performance.
Even if Man U
Broom
now,
for 2000 they fight, then they fight, then die.
see, even if Man U goes ahead to win this Europa League, which I'm very sure will win, okay, it will still take away the fact that this season is the worst for Manchester United. This season has been the worst, and now it might not be the same for every team, but I believe growth and evolution comes with a whole lot of difficulties. Okay? Manchester United is building.
For how long?
You guys are building.
For how long?
Amorim just took over.
Is building.
See, Amorim just took over, and if you watch Man U game, you see pattern.
For how long?
Even if the players now we have so many
I
lazy
want to
players.
say to the likes of Crystal Palace and Newcastle.
They are doing.
Newcastle is performing,
See, I don't want to throw any shots. I don't want to throw any shots. I don't want to throw any shots. But this is Amorim's first season.
What are they building?
If you are talking about things like that, then you should be talking to people like Arsenal, whose highest achievement is finishing second in the Premier League.
That one is for another game.
So who should I to attack my London? It's wrong. So don't attack my London. So let's leave that. Let's leave that. No, for you to say, I don't like that. For you to say for how long? It's not accepted. No, you don't tell me that. It's not accepted. You know why I said that? You know why I said that? That's wrong.
This is no longer a straight bullet.
Yes.
This is like a direct bullet.
The Arsenal.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
If you are trying to say for how long, now you consider the first thing. Amorim came into Manchester United at a time when Manchester United were going through a very difficult stage.
We are going through a lot.
Yes, a whole lot. And he actually told the board that they should give him to the end of the season. The board refused and told him it's either now or never. Amorim had to come. He had to come like that. It's just like packing your bag. He left Sporting. He should have finished.
Sporting CP was actually performing so well.
Very well.
There's no doubt.
And they won their league.
Yeah.
He should have been crowned league winner too.
Yeah,
but he left that
one of the best coaches.
One of the best coaches. He left all of that.
Best coach of the season.
Yes,
Yeah.
He left all of that and came to a team that is struggling. And if you watch Man U game, I'm not saying Manchester United. I'm not trying to for a big team. I know all of these are not enough reasons for our fans, and myself, I get angry and frustrated at times. But now, if you watch Amorim's game, since he took over, you see pattern, and that's what
you are saying. Eric Ten Hag never give you guys pattern.
Now, Eric Ten Hag came in with discipline, but he threw that away. I don't know for whatsoever reason. His first game in Man U, Eric Ten Hag was against, I think, Brentford. Brentford flogged Man U 4-0.
And you guys ran how many meters?
And he made the players cover how many meters space during training. The next game, Brighton 2-1. That was a 2-1.
Guys, I think you guys lost. No, I think it's 4-0. 4-0.
It was Brentford that
was it the first game?
His first game was Brentford. The second game was 2-1.
Eric Ten Hag
Yes, Eric Ten Hag.
first game as a Manchester
Yes,
United manager.
yes.
He lost 4-0.
He lost 4-0. Yes.
Yeah,
Against Brentford.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Against Brentford. See, now, if you watch when he came in with discipline. He came with would I say a little pattern, but along the line he threw all of that away. I don't know if he
I
was.
think that was when he had Cristiano Ronaldo. I think. It was, I think, yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if he was being too overly jovial with the boys, overly too friendly, or wanting to favor a whole lot of players over others. But he's still losing it when the worst thing for any manager is losing your dressing room.
Yeah, once they lose it,
Eric Ten Hag lost the dressing room. He had a divided team.
Yeah.
And that was the beginning of his failure in Manchester United. And he did not stick with the discipline he came with. He didn't stick with the discipline he came with. So, Amorim, on the other hand, you see pattern. I will never forgive Eric Ten Hag. If we win, after we win this,
I love that. If you win,
no, after we win,
It's still on probability.
yes.
It's still on probability.
after we win this Europa, listen to me very well.
Or if you are going to win the Europa.
When we win the Europa, we will look for Eric Ten Hag and beat him up. You know why? That guy wasted 1 full year of Amad Diallo's life. A player as good as that, you let him on it.
See, sometimes I'm
coming for Eric Ten Hag.
Sometimes
I'm really coming for Eric Ten Hag.
sometimes I reason if Manchester United do think that Tottenham, they are not capable enough.
Considering considering how they lose games.
Yes, so leave this
So
one.
they are it's not like it's new to Manchester.
Let me shock you.
Okay.
Some of the Manchester United fans are saying Son is not a threat due to poor form this season. Believe me, Son in that game is a whole lot of threat. Do you know why? There's this song that Mr. Chiwon sang, "Oh na na ah eh." That person is in their goalpost. "Oh na na ah eh."
You know that's
I told them I'll come to the hall with JBL MP3 and I'll keep that song on repeat. "Oh na na ah eh." Let me tell you something.
for your safety.
Yes.
For your safety, don't come to that hall and make noise because Manchester United fans will not mind beating you till you die. So just keep yourself safe.
I've dropped up my plan.
What is it when you losing 1-0? Start going home.
Or the last time Chelsea beat Real Madrid, I think our ex-governor declared lockdown.
Do you know that?
This time around.
Do you know that even when Tottenham was not actually performing so well, you get that feature. I think the last game against Tottenham where they scored us 2-0 and we won from behind. You need a whole lot of tactics to do that.
Tottenham,
Manchester United would be unlucky enough to let Tottenham do that today.
Wait,
I know what I'm saying.
No, I want to tell him something.
I know what I'm saying.
told him something. When
I know what I'm saying.
I told him that, see, guy, any team that scored first,
Is the winner.
no, not is the winner. We actually humble the next team very well. I think this.
Yeah, that's Manchester United.
But the truth is that
I don't believe it. See, even if Man U don't score first, I'm putting it to you. Okay, Manchester United. I'm putting it to the both of you. I'm putting it to every other.
Let me tell you,
outside
the likes of you see, you have the likes of Pekario, that goalkeeper doing perfectly well. The last match against Aston Villa, my coach said, guy, relax. Next match is against Manchester United. You start from the goal.
See, we don't need to actually. I've heard from you both. We don't need to talk much and ponder on this thing, ponder because the result never will come out now. You understand?
But I want to bring something to someone.
Yeah.
Son with the assist, Solanke with the goal.
Okay, so Solanke with the goal.
Son with the assist.
And Manchester United is going to win the trophy. Who is going to score?
Okay.
Is it because Hoyland is?
Yes,
Hoyland is out of it.
That's actually.
Remember when the season started? I told you something. Hoyland is not that kind of attacker. Hoyland is not a finisher.
You know, I was.
I am not surprised on Hoyland's performance this season. And if Man, you don't do anything about it, maybe try to sell him, I don't know, or get or bring.
Will you buy the
Come up
will you
with
buy
another
well on? Will you buy well on?
Who get that's who get well on. No, nobody get well on for anything.
See,
You understand?
you know the truth is I was, should I say
You are defending well
I was being foolish.
He's a foolish man. Whoever is a foolish man.
Whoever believe
Don't believe that Haaland is going to do something.
Haaland would match Haaland. You know,
I reject it.
You know,
I definitely say I reject it because
you know,
anyway.
see, if I had my way, to do anything, I'll bring two people into Manchester United team.
And what are those players?
I'll bring Lisandro Martinez and I'll bring Joshua Zek.
Yeah, that's like an impossible
See,
mission because
no, I say if I have my way, if I have my way,
Martinez of Inter Milan,
Lisandro Martinez of Manchester United, our defender,
okay.
and Joshua Zexi. Both of them are injured. If I have my way to bring them into the team now,
send Howard back
and send Højlund and his whole generation for 9 months, I will. You know that boy is. But you believe that Højlund was this?
I like the way you're saying it.
But you know the truth.
Okay,
You
okay.
never can tell.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So right now, I want to hear from you because we don't have time anymore. You know, I want to hear from you. You still stand on the note that Manchester United is going to win the game.
Now, I'm not going to be very sentimental.
Okay.
I'm not going to be sentimental. It's going to be a tough game.
Okay.
Actually, because Tottenham need the trophy as much as we need, but not more than we need. Let me tell you, Manchester United, more than you need. Listen to me. Manchester United needs that trophy for the sake of their pride.
Okay.
Tottenham does not have pride.
At least to compensate
For the sake of the poor season.
Okay.
No. He's having some. Tottenham does not have pride.
Listen. Tottenham, matching Tottenham and Manchester United, looking at the both of them, Manchester United is a whole bigger team than Tottenham.
It's no longer about big team anymore. No. Newcastle won the.
And somebody was saying this is a class. Somebody Man City.
Yes. Won the Emirates Cup against Manchester City.
Now,
who would believe that?
Okay, I won't.
Now, everybody talk of Tottenham. At least Tottenham can, they perform to that level up there. We all know. You understand? But anyway,
no. See, you must not overlook the fact that you say Manchester United is suffering this season. Tottenham is suffering too. It's not like Tottenham is a big team. Actually, it's not like Tottenham is a very informed team.
They are not informed.
Tottenham is 17th in the Premier League. I'm 16th. So they are still my younger brother. They are still my junior students. Oh, yeah, junior. No. I don't like that. I don't like this. See, Tottenham are not your junior. Let me explain something. They are more. Okay, let me explain something.
And they are here to make it the fourth one.
Okay, let me just say this. I was saying before you interrupted me. My choice is like, I'm not trying to be sentimental. I'm not trying to be foolish in my statements. Tottenham will come all out to play.
Yes,
that's what they want to do.
That's what you know Tottenham for.
But Man United will beat Tottenham.
Okay, that's okay. I've heard from you because you don't have time anymore. Okay, Miracle, you still stand on the ground. In as much as you stand on that ground, I still stand on the ground that Tottenham is still gonna forget I'm the host. Though. Let me tell you. If I have let me say
because they are your London brothers. No. You know why the same city. No, if I have my way, cry against Real Betis. Don't go that way.
That's one for another day.
Don't go that way.
Because
you see the best of Romero. You see the best of Romero. You see the best of Uru.
Okay.
You were saying something that the last time they won.
You're forgetting Solake.
No.
Solake without Madison. Solake without Madison is like Højlund in Manchester United.
Okay, well, it's okay though. We are going to see how these things are going to unfold. Because if we start here and start talking about it, it's not going to end today. So we are going to see how they're going to adapt to their tactics and all of that. So let's just wait and see how on Wednesday is going to look like in terms of who is going home with the trophy. So this is the pitch talk. I'll see you again in the next episode.
Thank you so much.